All right. Depending on what part of the country you're watching from, good morning or good afternoon. Welcome to the Utopian Cafe. It's Thursday, August 5th. I apologize about lack of content last night. My power went out at 6:20 and did not come back up to last night until about 1:20 a.m. So we were without power for about 7 hours last night. So I had to cancel the Angels Mariners Xbox stream. I wasn't able to post a synopsis of all the action from last night. So we're going to go over all of that today, and talk about what to expect the rest of today in the Utopian baseball universe. So again, my apologies. But let's start with the East Division games last night. I just want to warn everyone, if you love pitching, you're going to love yesterday's results. We had 7 shutouts in the Utopian baseball universe yesterday. The first one was by my New York Mets. They shut out the Toronto Blue Jays yesterday 2-0. Jerry Koosman with a complete game 5 hitter struck out 9. Howard Johnson in this game had 2 hits, an RBI, and a stolen base. Koosman wins it. He's 8-8. R.A. Dickey, the loser, he's 6-8. He actually pitched really well as well. The Expos beat the Yankees in 12 innings yesterday, 3-1. Andre Dawson with a 2-run homer in the 12th. Each team had a sac fly in the 8th. So it was 1-1 after regulation, and then Dawson in that big 2-run homer, his 20th of the year as the Expos get the win. Our Wednesday night showcase game last night was the Red Sox 6 and the Orioles 1. John Lester, 8 innings, 1 earned, 6 strikeouts. Ted Williams had 3 hits and 2 RBIs, and David Ortiz hit his 14th homer of the year for the Red Sox. Let me just update. Got a little mistake here on the bottom. So this should be Boston 6-1. All right, so I think I got it right now. In our final East Division game yesterday was the Nationals 5 and the Phillies 3. Juan Soto had 3 hits, hit his 17th homer of the year. Mike Schmidt hit a 2-run homer in the first inning, his 13th. Taylor Rainey, the winner, he's 2-1. Steve Bedrosian takes the loss for the Phillies. He's 0-6 on the year. In the North Division last night, another shutout. The White Sox beat the Brewers 1-0. Lucas Giolito, 7 scoreless, 5 hits allowed, 7 strikeouts. Frank Thomas with the only RBI in the game, an RBI double in the 5th inning. Teddy Aguirre was brilliant as well. 7 2/3, 1 earned, 8 strikeouts. But Giolito improves to 10-8 for the White Sox. Aguirre falls to 7-11. Bobby Thigpen with his 11th save for the White Sox. The Twins all over the Cubs yesterday, 7-1. Walter Johnson, 8 innings, 1 earned, 11 strikeouts. Kirby Puckett had 3 hits, 2 RBIs, and a steal. Homers in this game for the Twins by Harmon Killebrew and Buck Leonard. The Tigers shut out the Reds 3-0. Jack Morris with a complete game 5-hit shutout, 8 strikeouts in this game. Alan Trammell hit 3 hits and an RBI, and Hank Greenberg hit his 18th homer of the year for the Tigers. Our Xbox game yesterday was the Indians 3 and the Pirates 1. Bob Feller was just brilliant yesterday. 8 innings, 10 strikeouts, 3 hits at the plate. Had the first RBI for the Indians. Albert Bell with a big 2-run homer in this game. Feller's 12-6. Smokey Joe Williams is 11-6 on the year. In the West Division, the Angels beat the Mariners 5-3. Nolan Ryan, 6 2/3 scoreless, 3 hits allowed, 5 strikeouts. Wally Joyner, who continues to lead the universe in hitting with a .345 batting average, had 3 hits, including his 15th homer. Alvin Davis homered for the Mariners, his 4th. The Dodgers beat the Padres yesterday, 5-1. Sandy Koufax, 8 1/3, 1 earned, 10 strikeouts. Justin Turner had a homer, drove in 4 runs in this game, his 6th homer of the year. Koufax is 10-8. Jake Peavy takes the loss. He's 10-6. The Giants shut out the Rockies 4-0. Juan Marichal, what a game he had. Complete game 4-hit shutout, 8 strikeouts, and hit a 3-run homer in the 2nd inning as the Giants beat the Rockies 4-0. And another shutout in the West. The A's shut out the Diamondbacks 3-0. Catfish Hunter with a complete game 3-hit shutout and 6 strikeouts. Mark Ellis with 2 hits, an RBI, and a run scored for the A's. And in South Division games yesterday, it was the Rays 7, the Royals 3. Evan Longoria had 3 hits and 3 RBIs, scored a run. Fred McGriff had a 2-run homer in the first, his 19th. Steve Balboni homered for the Royals, his 3rd. David Price, the winner, he's 7-9. Brett Saberhagen takes the loss. He's also 7-9 on the year. Another shutout in Florida as the Cardinals beat the Marlins 7-0. Bob Gibson, complete game 5-hit shutout, 10 strikeouts. Paul DeJong, 3-run homer in the 3rd inning, his 3rd of the year. Gibson improves to 10-8. Dontrell Willis falls to 9-7 for the Marlins. And the last of the 7 shutouts in the universe yesterday belongs to the Durham Bulls. Gaylord Perry, complete game 5-hit shutout, struck out 6. Josh Gibson had 2 hits and 2 RBIs in this game. Perry's now 2-4 on the year. Kenny Rogers takes the loss. He's 0-6. And in the Astros-Braves game yesterday, it was the Astros 5 and the Braves 4. Craig Biggio had 2 hits, 2 steals, and a run scored. Freddie Freeman went 3 for 5 in this game with a 3-run homer. Roy Oswalt, the winner, he's 8-9. Tom Glavine, the loser, he's 4-2. Astros and Braves have a doubleheader today because they were rained out Tuesday. We're going to have game 2 of that a little later today, but coming up very shortly, actually. Blue Jays and Mets, game 3 of that series. Marcus Stroman versus Tom Seaver. That's coming up in about a half hour or so. And then later today, we got Astros Braves, J.R. Richard versus Warren Spahn, game 3 of that. So they're actually underway right now, game 2 of that series. The rest of the games today, we got Expos and Yankees. That's Steve Rogers versus Whitey Ford. Orioles and Red Sox today, Jim Palmer versus Smokey Joe Wood. In the afternoon, we got the Nationals and Phillies, Steven Strasburg versus Steve Carlton. We've got Rockies and Giants today, Rube Foster versus Christy Mathewson. Over on ESPN, we got the Diamondbacks and A's, Randy Johnson versus Eddie Plank. And Texas at Durham, Yu Darvish versus Garrett Cole. So that's the rest of today's games. We have 9 games on the schedule today. So, again, doubleheader today on Xbox. Blue Jays and Mets coming up very shortly. Astros and Braves coming up a little later today. Just an update on the tournament, the trivia tournament. Again, I don't have an official announcement to make yet, but it's looking very much like we're going to go Monday, August 16th, 8 o'clock. Our participants are Greg Maternowski, Madison McIntyre, James Silverglad, Tim St. Clair, Geeker Cruzen, and Brett Bamford. One of those gentlemen will win a $50 gift card of their choosing on Monday the 16th. I'm going to make an official announcement probably tomorrow. So I just want to confirm it looks like the date is good. We're just going to confirm the time, make sure everyone's set up for that. Very excited for that. Friday, tomorrow, Stan Phillips will be in the cafe at 7:30 Central. We're going to talk about pretty much anything we want to talk about baseball related. We will get you a little short preview for the weekend. Again, we're still in those division games. A lot of good stuff coming your way. One of the things I want to talk about real quick before we end the show, I want to talk about branded content within the universe, because I think the way I present things right now is a little bit inconsistent. So I want to change things, and I don't necessarily want to wait till 2022 for season 3. Right now, it's pretty random as to when we do Xbox games. The only real consistency is that we do a Sunday morning game. So what I'd like to do starting next week is a more consistent schedule with the Xbox. So what we're going to do, and we'll see how it lasts, but I'd like to start with let's do Monday late afternoon game. So we're going to do like Mondays about 3 o'clock. And then what we're going to do for now, because I need a break with some of the content. We're not going to do Xbox games on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. We're going to do a Monday at 3 o'clock. We're going to do a Thursday at like, I don't know, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So basically it'll be Monday and Thursdays will be afternoon games. Fridays we're going to do evening game, maybe, I don't know, 5:30. Saturday we're going to do a later game, maybe we'll brand it after dark, like an 11 o'clock game. And then Sunday mornings we're going to stick with our morning games. So we'll probably do, again, 2 afternoon games, an evening game, a late night game, and a morning game, and then take a couple days off from the Xbox on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That way I'm hitting 2 days in the Monday through Thursday range of games, because those are all one series. And then we'll get you Friday, Saturday, and Sunday games as well. That's usually when I have a little bit more time for that. We're going to keep the Utopian Cafe for the most part. I'd still like to keep that as a morning show. Most days it's going to be 7 a.m. Fridays it's going to be 7:30 with Stan Phillips. On the days where I'm working mornings like this morning, we're going to do an 11 o'clock cafe. So today, 11 o'clock. Tomorrow will be 7:30 with Stan. As far as the other things we do within the group, I've got some ideas for next year. I think I talked a little bit about it yesterday. Instead of having a trivia tournament going forward, maybe just doing a weekly trivia show where the prize is getting your team a win in the Utopian that night. So I'm probably going to throw a poll up, between now and the end of the year and see who's interested in that. Another thing I talked about a little bit yesterday is that my intention was to make 1,000 custom tickets for the universe for the first 2 years. I've made 650, and the thought of making 350 more is just a lot of work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 650 I have, I'm going to keep the ones I love, I'm going to scrap the ones I don't, and it's going to be more of an intimate, smaller collection of tickets. We're going to try to get the same amount for each team. We may not have every matchup, if you will, every unique matchup, but we're going to try to get as many as we can. The time it takes to make one baseball card is about a minute and a half. The time to make a ticket's about 10 minutes because there's all these different things that go on it. The price, the seating, who's playing, the date. Then you got to load 2 hats, 2 pictures, sometimes 4 pictures, and they're just taking too long. So we're gonna do some cleanup on that, and then we'll clean up the folder so that you guys can see that. I'll try to make like a nice set of those as well. I guess that's all I got for now. Join me in about a half hour or so for Blue Jays Mets. It should be a really good one. Marcus Stroman versus Tom Seaver. And then later today, Astros and Braves, J.R. Richard versus Warren Spahn. We'll see you in the cafe tomorrow at 7:30 with Stan Phillips. And we'll get your report tonight, probably about 11 o'clock. There's also football tonight, Steelers and Cowboys, Hall of Fame game. So everyone have a great day, and we'll see you later today.